Time is money, right? We've all heard this saying many times, and most of us actually believe it. But what if we flipped that? What if we started thinking of money as time? Time as money is the corporate mindset. Keep working, stay on track, hustle, work, 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 because if you're not working, you're costing me money. I mean, God forbid that you spend any time resting. What a waste, right? But thinking of time as money is a perspective that most of us never consider. When we work a job that trades our time for money, the money that we make represents how much of our life that we traded for it. Consider this the next time you're at the store. Think of the dollar total that you spend in hours, not dollars. How many hours of my life did I trade for these products? Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you make $20 per hour. That's $160 a day if you work 8 hours and about $800 a week. So roughly $3,200 a month. But that's gross income, before taxes and before life happens. So let's break down the fixed expenses. We're gonna start with that $3,200 and we're gonna take taxes out. So that's about 22% right off the top. Federal, Social Security, Medicare, and state. Now you're down to roughly $2,496 in take-home or net pay. Now let's go through the bills. Rent. The national average is around $1,636 a month. Let's be generous and say that you found something more affordable. Maybe you're in a lower cost area or you have roommates. So let's call this $1,000. Next, we have car payment. If you're financing a used car, the average payment is about $350 a month. Next up is car insurance. The national average for full coverage is around $195 a month. Then we have utilities, so gas, electric, and water. The average runs around $250 a month. Then we have to have a phone, so let's say about $50 a month for our phone. And internet, well, the average is around $70 a month. And then we've got to eat. So groceries for one person, you're looking at around $350 a month. Let's add it up. $1,000 for rent, $350 for car payment, $195 for car insurance, $250 for utilities, $50 for phone, $70 for internet, and $350 for groceries. That's $2,265 in fixed monthly expenses. You took home $2,496, which leaves you with $231 for the rest of the month. And we haven't even touched gas for your car, health insurance, prescriptions, student loans, credit card payments, childcare, subscriptions, or anything unexpected. This is the reality for millions of people. And the hardest part is that most of them are doing everything right. They're showing up, they're putting in the hours, and they're trying. But the math just doesn't math anymore. And it's easy to get into this day-to-day sleepwalk where you just don't think about what your time actually costs. Your time is your most valuable asset, and you shouldn't have to settle for what someone else decides it's worth. So what if instead of trading more hours for more money, you could build something that works for you even when you're not actively present? That's where passive income comes in. And I'm not talking about get-rich-quick schemes or MLMs. I'm talking about building income streams that don't require you to clock in. Now, when I say passive income, I want to be really clear about something. Passive does not mean zero effort. Almost nothing worth having comes without effort. The difference is in how that effort pays off. With a traditional job, you work an hour and you get paid for that hour. If you stop working, you stop getting paid. That's called active income. But with passive income, you put effort in upfront and that effort continues to pay you long after the work is done. You're no longer trading time for money. You're building something that earns while you're not there. Now, there are a lot of passive income streams out there, but a lot of them require either significant capital or years of groundwork before they pay off. So I want to focus on the ones that are actually accessible if you're starting from scratch. First up is digital products. This is one of the most accessible ways to start. You take knowledge or skills that you already have, package them into something valuable, and sell them over and over again. And we're talking about things like ebooks, guides, templates, planners, workbooks, checklists, and printables. You create it once and you can sell it 100 or 1,000 times without having to recreate it each time. Someone buys your budgeting template at 2 a.m. while you're still asleep. You don't even have to wake up to make a sale. The beauty of digital products is that there's no inventory, no shipping, and no physical overhead. Just your knowledge turned into something that someone else finds valuable enough to pay for. Then we have online courses. If you know how to do something well, you can teach it. And you don't have to teach it live over and over again. You record it once, you put it in a format that people can access on their own time, and every time someone enrolls, you earn, whether you're at your computer or not. Online learning has exploded. People want to learn new skills from home on their own schedule, and they're willing to pay for it. Next is affiliate marketing. You recommend products or services that you already use and believe in, and when someone buys through your recommendation, you earn a commission. What's great about this is you're not creating the product. You're not handling customer service. You're just connecting people with solutions and getting paid for the referral. Bloggers, YouTubers, and people on social media do this every single day, and it can add up to a consistent income stream over time, especially when your content lives on the internet and keeps getting discovered. Then we have content creation, YouTube videos, blog posts, podcasts. These all take effort up front, but once they're out there, they can keep earning through ads, sponsorships, and affiliate links for months or even years. A video that you post today still could be generating income 3 years from now if it's helpful and searchable. That's the power of evergreen content. Here's the thing about all of these. None of them happen overnight. And to be honest with you, none of them are completely hands-off, especially at the beginning. But the difference between building passive income and staying in the cycle of trading hours for dollars is this. One path leads to more of the same. More hours, same paycheck, hoping you don't burn out before retirement. The other path leads to options, breathing room, and eventually freedom. The effort you put into a passive income stream compounds. The effort that you put into someone else's company just gets spent. And here's what most people don't realize. You don't have to quit your job to start. You don't have to go all in on day one. You can build something on the side, an hour here, an hour there, until it grows into something real. Maybe you don't want to quit your day job. Maybe it brings you joy and purpose and you enjoy it, but you'd like some breathing room. Or maybe you do want to leave eventually to have more time freedom. Either way, you deserve to have options. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you go to buy something, do the math. How many hours of your life did that cost? And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying it to make you aware. Because once you start seeing your money as your time, you start making different choices. And you start asking different questions. Like, what if I could make money without giving up more of my time? What would I do with that freedom? That's the real question, isn't it? We only get one life. So many of us spend it doing things that we don't want to do for people who wouldn't even think twice about replacing us, just to afford a life that we barely have time to enjoy. That's what we call survival, not living. And you were made for more. You have something to offer this world, and it shouldn't be held hostage by a paycheck. Your purpose, your creativity, and your joy, those things matter. And you deserve the time and freedom to actually pursue them. That's what passive income can give you. Not just money, but it can give you your life back. Now, the question isn't just which of these sounds interesting. It's which one actually fits into your life right now. Your schedule, your skills, and where you're starting from. That's exactly what my free quiz is designed to help you figure out. The link is in the description. And it takes about 2 minutes, so go take it and let me know what you get in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and follow for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.